Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to and I think the ball's out.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, this defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Jones. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
To throw again on second down. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now on third down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The Patriots at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Cook up the gut. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jones to throw on third down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still? And the ball is knocked out. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
From the 22, Jones. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Option play, here's Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it again with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The slot man in motion right.
Jones on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Jones. Complete, it's Henry.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Pats extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.